Hello everyone and welcome back to another Diecast review. Today we have Martin Truex Jr.'s number 19 Bass Pro Shops Patriotic. Now, this paint scheme has been ran before, but with a slight twist. And we will take a look at the side-by-side comparison of that diecast, which is right here. Basically the same paint scheme, but there's a few little differences, not a lot, but we will get into that comparison here in just a second. Now, this diecast, I didn't expect to be made. I really didn't. I thought where this came out last year, I thought for sure this one would be DNP just because we had that one last year. But I mean, I guess not. Now we actually have a legitimate banner for this diecast and a new 2020. So, I mean, I'm not going to complain whatsoever. But I mean, hey, I'm, again, not going to complain at all. Really nice paint scheme. Glad we have an updated 2020 version. And I can use this in the Daytona race for the Little Wrangler Cup series, the stop motion series. So yeah, we'll be able to use that for the one race only. But I mean, hey, whatever. Still an awesome looking diecast. Probably will stay in the collection. I'm probably not going to resell this or anything. So yeah, anyway, with that being said, let's go ahead and take a closer look at this diecast. So here's the diecast out of the box. Beautiful looking race car, I might add. So, actually, this is kind of funny. So, for whatever reason, Martin Truex Jr. hasn't been doing the best. Well, not hasn't. He only won one race. So he wasn't doing very good in the 2020 season, just like his teammate Kyle Busch. And we can throw in Eric Jones in there as well. But Denny Hamlin, on the other hand, should have been the champion if Harvick, of course he didn't make it to the Final Four, but Hamlin did. So deservingly, Harvick should have got it. Hamlin should have been runner-up. And I guess Elliott would have been third. But, I mean, Elliott got the championship, so congratulations. Not really going to complain about that either, because, Hendrick Motorsports bringing in a championship, so not bad at all. But anyway, what I was saying was we didn't get this paint scheme in the Gold Series. Well, the 2019 version, I guess. We didn't get this in the Gold Series. We got this in Wave 12. So, I mean, technically, you can kind of have this as a set, if you want to say that. So you could have the 2019 and the 2020 edition, of course. And if you remember, Truex won in that paint scheme for 2019, and I've actually got a custom sitting over here. I might let it go. I might not. I don't know. But anyway, either or, you could have a set. You could have the 2019 and the 2020. Both fantastic looking paint schemes, but again, I do prefer the Gold Series. So it's a little weird how Truex had a win in, I don't even know if it was offered in the 1/64 scale for 2019, but he got a win in this paint scheme, right? And it wasn't offered in the Gold Series, standard or race win, but we got the standard one in the Gold Series, and maybe a wave. But I doubt it will be in a wave because we're pretty short on the waves for this year. I think there's only going to be 8. But anyway, another thing Lionel has done, which I don't know why. So you can see the banners, right? See the banners right here. You can see the Toyota logos on the side. Just your basic Toyota logo. But if you look here, they have the red block behind the Toyota logo. Now, at first, I thought when they did away with the old banners with the red behind them, I thought, oh, I guess Toyota's not doing that anymore. They realized how stupid that looked, and then they didn't carry on. No, they still use this banner right here. They still, well, for the rest of 2020, they used that banner with that little red and the Toyota logo on top of it. They used that for this paint scheme. But for whatever reason, Lionel changed all banners for Toyota, not the Mustang. Oh yeah, the Toyota, Fords, and Chevys. They're all white now. The Fords used to be blue, now they're white. The Chevys used to be like a bronze color. It's white. The Toyotas used to be a red with a white symbol, a red background, white symbol. And now they're just, well, they look silver. But either way, it's still not accurate. So I don't know why, I don't know what cursed Lionel to change the banners, because they're now incorrect. And it's a little aggravating, not going to lie, to pay $9 or so, and it's going to be even higher next year, but to pay $9 or so for a Gold Series diecast, right, that is supposed to be accurate because it has the banners, the interior, the windshield, nameplate, and all that, right? but they still changed the banners to where it's not accurate. They had it right the first time. So why did they change it? I'm not going to understand that ever unless there's some type of explanation with either finance or something like that. But I don't know. It is a little weird. I don't like it. I wish it was actually accurate. But I mean, hey, it is what it is. Whatever. We can't do anything about it. But anyway, enough for that little rant. Not really a diecast rant, but a Lionel rant. So let's look at this hood here. Got BassPro.com. They really tried to squeeze that in, didn't they? They really tried to put that in there. Yeah, that didn't work out too well. So compared to the 2019 edition, it looks a lot better. It looks like they didn't try to, well, maybe they did try to cram it in there. I think they should just do away with it, the BassPro.com. I've always never liked it. I wish it wasn't there. It looks too crammed, too congested. Not really good for my liking anyway. Bass Pro Shops right there. Johnny Moore's got USO right there on the hood as well. Moving on to the banner, we kind of touched up on that a little bit. So, okay. So I don't know what, I don't know if that's like, I don't know what that means. I think the CS, or SGT means sergeant. I could be wrong, but I don't know what the T, I don't know if that's like top sergeant, or I don't know really what that is. But Chapman, right there. Funny story, back in like 4th grade, I had a art teacher, and his last name was Chapman, so that's pretty interesting. Kind of reminds me of him, so I mean, that's kind of cool. He was one of my favorite art teachers, I will add that. Got the 19 there, Bass Pro Shops, or, yeah, BassPro.com, not Bass Pro Shops, I'm sorry. But the Truex Jr. right there on the back. Got USO right there. Still got the short spoiler, sadly. Got the Camry. I almost said Camry. I was very close to saying Camry. I haven't said that in a long time. Tracker boats, ATVs. Got Toyota. Still got the little, see that little red with the white on that. That's how it should be on the banner, but again, it's not for whatever reason. Got the 19 there. Got Tracker, ATVs, and boats right there. Got a little, I don't think that was on last year's, was it? Yeah, it was. There's a little black thing, but it looks to be a little brighter. This blue looks a little brighter on the 2020 compared to the 2019. Got a whole bunch of contingencies. Got Mac Tools, got whatever Bobcat looking thing that is. Bass Pro Shops Freightliner, Lincoln Welders, Mobile One, Simons, and I think that's Sherman-Williams right there. Interstate Batteries as well. Imagine if we got like a Interstate Batteries Truex. That'd be weird. Honestly. Got Toyota, Auto Owners, and Joe Gibbs. I don't know if that's Joe Gibbs or JD Gibbs. I don't know if they changed it after his sad passing, or if it was just considered the same. I still don't know if that's Joe Gibbs or JD Gibbs. Anyway, got the 19 there. Looks like there's a little, there's a little speck on the one for, it looks like a paint chip actually of some kind, because it looks like we got a little bit of a bubbling over here as well, and it looks like a little bit down there as well. So it's not too big of a deal, but I mean, I wish it was a little more quality control like. This right here, that's not okay. Now, it does blend in kind of decently, but we got some tears and stuff here. So, of course, Lionel, perfect Lionel quality, right? But we got an eagle right there behind the 19. I really like that. Got a little bit of stars there. Got Goodyear, 3M Cannon, Lincoln Welders, and Sunoco. Oh, goodness. What is that? Is this a race version? Looks like a race version diecast right here, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like this is kind of pushed up into the fender there, the splitter. I don't really know why that is, other than it being Lionel. We got the front here, and you got the little headlight here, which is screwed up. Thank you, Lionel. I appreciate that. You know, but look at that. Look how awesomely and perfectly angled up, or not angled up, but lined up that is. Yeah, fantastic. Sad Camry, ladies and gentlemen. Sad Camry. Or he's winking at us, one. I don't know. I don't want to find out either way. But anyway, to the side-by-side comparison. So we've seen a little bit of the 2019 scheme, but I mean, you guys know what I'm talking about. So it's basically the same. Of course, one's Gold Series, one's not. But it's pretty much the same. Hood's the same, roof's the same. Other than the color. The blue does look a little lighter. Oh, it's definitely lighter. As you can see, it's lighter on the 2020 than the 2019. So that's pretty interesting, but the paint scheme itself does look really similar, other than the Toyota logo on the back bumper. But I mean, of course, that's just licensing. So other than that, it looks really, really similar, other than the stars. They replaced the stars with the eagle, and they made this swoosh a little bit smaller and more to the A post, and then they put an eagle behind that just so it could fit. And of course, there's not as many contingencies on or underneath the Cup Series logo, or at the time it would be the Monster Energy logo, but still these contingencies are not there for that diecast. But either way, fantastic paint scheme. I mean, there's a few nitpicking I could do with Lionel and the quality and whatever, but I'm not going to do that. So paint scheme overall, really nice. Again, it looks pretty much similar as last year, but if you're a Truex fan, I mean, why not? Go ahead and pick it up. You can have 2019 and 2020 edition, because they are both really nice looking paint schemes and diecast. So, with that being said, I do believe that is going to be all for this diecast review. So, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video.